We just take a look at the Scrum philosophies of the top 4 teams in the World Cup. We will analyse Australia here. Australia have an excellent process. They go through the same routine every scrum, whereas on their ball or the opposition ball. The advantage of this is that every player in each position knows their role at scrum time, and whether you have to bring someone in or out of that scrum, and nothing changes. Each member of the scrum has his job to do, and if they stick to the process, Australia can be very effective. So at the end of this video, you will have a very good idea of the way Australia like the scrummage. A couple of points, as I've stated, very good process. Number 2, their locks get both knees on the ground and they're assisted up off the ground at set time by the number 8. They have an excellent low body position, all 8 forwards, but they do tend to hit and chase on engagement, which is illegal, and they were the most penalised scrum in the World Cup for doing that, but when they get away with it, it's very effective. Bind! So we can see from the setup here that the Australian front row get bound up and ready first, and then the second rows attached to the front row, but they drop both knees on the ground, as you'll see here. There we go. Just seen it there. So just wound it back and see it again.
On this left side,
okay.
As you can see Ashley Cooper,
nobody
at home. If cards can thread through a little grubber,
number 8
there's
then
nobody, it's a foot
will
race.
lift the second row's hips off the ground, just here, as we can see, and then the number 8 will fire the second row's in. Okay, now you can also see here very good height from that Australian scrum. So if you draw a line from here, all the power is pretty much in a straight line going forward. You can also see New Zealand have very good height. So as we all know, the lower your height, the more powerful you are. But we'll also take a look at the engagement here. As soon as the set call is called by the referee, Australia hit, they actually chase the feet, they actually push, they keep hitting, keep driving before the ball it goes in, which is illegal, but in the vast majority, so if we can rewind that again, a few frames on the hit, and they're chasing already before the ball
really
is
wants to get this right.
Okay.
A contest,
25% of the time, which they're happy with. It's something in the future, in the next couple of tournaments, that referees will be aware of, so we'll see if they keep getting away with it. If they keep getting badly penalised, they will have to change that, because the rule says you're allowed to engage, but you have to hold the pressure until the ball comes in. We can see here on their own ball, the process is the same, nothing changes. You will see the second rows are on both knees on the ground, and the number 8 on the bind call will raise their hips in the air and then fire them in. You can also see that there are props like split stance on the setup. So here we can see that our props leg here. Okay, so there's his inside leg, there's his outside leg. So there's quite a variation in the distance of leg. Okay, so that he's in a split stance. When you notice on the set, So you'll notice here now, he'll bring this foot back, okay, in line with his inside foot. So here we go. On the set, he brings that foot back, okay, so now he gets his both legs parallel, okay, in a good pushing position. You will also see here that there's great fight in Australia, okay. New Zealand are trying to put as much pressure as they can on, but the Australian guys hang in there for the whole scrum, and all 8 are scrummaging, which we can see here. Okay. All 8 are low. Great fight. They're the best. Australia hang in there. Okay, they're under a little bit of pressure on this scrum. Okay, but they don't give an inch, and the ball is out and away.
Height and width.
So in conclusion, Australia have an excellent process, and they go through with the process every scrum, whether it's on their ball or the opposition ball. They scrummage as a unit, all 8 men on every scrum. They fight hard in every scrum until the scrum is over. They obviously buy in to what they're doing as a unit. They obviously have great faith in their scrum coach, Mario Ledesma. Their front rows get set first. Their second rows then come down on both knees, enter the scrum. Number 8 picks the second row's hips off the ground and fires them in. And they hit and they sink low, but have a habit of hitting and chasing. For Australia, it's all about the process.